opening contest of the evening is a semifinals match from the Midwest Championship bracket. Making his way to the ring first from Erie, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 230 pounds, Pumpkin Tay Evans. All right, Westy, we are back here in the West Zone Theater, kicking things off with our final show before the Battle for Tucson. The excitement is real. You can feel it in the air. How you feeling tonight, Westy?
Oh, I'm feeling as fabulous as ever, as I'm looking forward to this last match before Tucson.
Yes, I just want to say congratulations on your big win in the main event last week, defeating Tay, moving on to the finals.
It was not easy, 100%, not easy whatsoever.
On September the 29th, that Sunday, Battle for Tucson, you will go one-on-one with Boone in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. And his opponent from the Bronx, New York, weighing 240 pounds, representing Chaos, Kang Price. So as we were saying there at Battle for Tucson, our main event is set in stone to crown the inaugural West Zone Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight Champion. As the unpredictable T-Rex, Zachary the Saint, Zach Westy, goes one-on-one with the Job Squad's Boom, the absolute underdog of the tournament thus far. Westy, after watching his performance so closely through his 4 matches, how do you feel about that match?
I gotta say, with who? Like, just asking for some clarifying. Like, you wanted me to know what I thought of Boone and his matches?
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, how do you feel, like, knowing your next opponent is Boone? Beautiful poison rana from Tay. I don't want to overlook this match, but the match on everyone's mind is that world title match, so I gotta know. You've been front and center, the best seat in the house right next to me for all 4 of Boone's matches, and you've seen him continue to impress, continue to win. How do you feel going into a match against an athlete like Boone?
I mean, honestly, I'm a bit nervous. Boone is definitely, as you said, the underdog of this tournament. One thing that I have noticed about Boone is that he is incredibly agile, which I think gives him quite the upper hand in these matches. And so I'm just going to have to keep that in mind when I fight him.
Indeed so. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the match. I think you guys are going to put on a fantastic main event to our first premium show, the Battle for Tucson. As we see Tay and Kang continuing here, kind of a tale of a match of 2 stories so far. Tay really had the upper hand to begin, and now Kang taking over. Still early anyone's match, but as we know, this match is a semifinals match. Whoever wins this match will move on to Battle for Tucson and will be in the Midwest Championship match against either myself or Omar Hernandez from the Order. Me and Omar will be in tonight's main event as we go one-on-one to put the finishing touches on our 2 singles title matches for Battle for Tucson. Seeing Tay here, he's got to be he's got to be bummed about that loss last week. I know obviously there's so much respect between you 2 because of the friendship for so many years being in West Zone together, but a loss is never easy, but a loss to one of your best friends, it's gotta sting a little extra, you know? Especially this close to the premium event, this close to the World Heavyweight Championship match.
Indeed, yes. That was definitely, it was a hard-fought match, in more ways than one. Ooh, I think Tay's bleeding.
It definitely does look like Tay has been cut open. Kang is really taking control here. Tay able to kick out at 2, and this match will continue. As I look towards my main event tonight, I can't. Oh, Kang misses that kill shot. See if Tay can capitalize. Tay with the Claymore kick. Kang able to kick out, but Tay able to swing that momentum back in his favor. But as I was saying, I have the main event tonight to look forward to, but I also would be remiss if I'm not paying close attention to this match. Because if I make it through Omar, whoever wins tonight, that is who I will face at the Battle for Tucson for the Midwest Championship. And I'm sure Omar feels the same way and is watching in the back. Tay, that slingshot DDT driving Kang headfirst into the apron. These guys continue to battle outside of the ring. And Kang with that big heat seeker Claymore kick. That might be it for Tay. Manages to kick out at 2 again, but what does he have left in the tank?
I imagine he's got quite a bit left. Okay. Interesting move by Kang there.
Now Kang getting on top ground and pound style. Throwing those punches to the head and a stomp to the midsection. We've seen Kang have a vicious streak. And he wants to win. He wants to be a champion. He wants Chaos to hold all the gold.
Indeed.
Tay with that sunset flip off the middle rope. Stomp to the back. Another one.
And this is Chaos's last attempt at a
singles title. And Tay with a vicious punt kick. Remember, Andre and Oliver will be in the ladder match for the tag titles.
Okay.
But
that
as far
true.
as one of the singles titles, and for Kang himself, the de facto leader of Chaos, this is his last shot to ensure himself in the Battle for Tucson. Kang with that kick to the spine. Kang going after the legs of Tay here, stomping him into the ground. Vicious move. And now more punches to the head. Kang heading to the corner. And that kill shot drop kick, that might be it. And that's all she wrote for Tay. That loss last week might have had him rattled.
Does this mean that you'll be fighting Kang again next week?
Yes, if I beat Omar, I get my shot at redemption.
Either way, actually, Omar and you would get a shot at redemption.
The following contest is a triple threat match that will determine the participants from the Manimals in the fatal four-way ladder match for the inaugural tag team champions. Making his way to the ring first from the Wild West, weighing 230 pounds, Charles.
My entire body hurts, but I want to see this giant, fuzzy, whatever this is,
Well, welcome
face
back
off
to
in
the
a match
table,
that-
Tay.
Took you a while to get
Tough
here,
loss, my friend.
Yeah, so
I gotta be honest. There's just I don't know. There's just been something up. My head hasn't been in the game the last few weeks. I don't know if there's some training I need to do or what, but maybe this match will help me figure it out.
hopefully.
Starting with this. God, we need to find the intern that we sent to ask him what he was.
I think he ate him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I found his shoes.
they
If there's
fit?
one thing I know about the intern, he loved his shoes. So to just find them laying in the back with a little bit of blood on them, it's not good. And the next contestant, making his way to the ring from Death Valley, weighing 205 pounds, Fish.
Hey, Seth, look, it's the guy you beat last week.
He's still looking pretty dry.
Yeah.
We'll see how that bulge for him tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, as our ring announcer was saying, this match, featuring the three members of the Manimals, will determine which two participants will be in the fatal four-way ladder match to crown our tag team champions at the Battle for Tucson. Whoever gets pinned in this match will not be in. And we'll have to watch and root for their teammates as they fight an absolute war for those tag titles. The two teams we already have confirmed are Andre and Oliver Quinn representing Chaos, and Antoine Hernandez and Silverwolf from The Order. Those two teams are confirmed. They will face off next in a match for some momentum, but we have a triple threat match here between the Manimals and one later between the Job Squad. The final competitor making his way to the ring from Manhattan, New York, weighing 240 pounds, Monkey.
I feel like it's been a really long time since I've seen Monkey.
What?
Well, wasn't the last time that he was in this, like episode 5, 4, can't remember.
I believe it was 2 weeks ago.
Feels like it's been forever.
It's hard to believe it, but I want to say that going into this match, Monkey might be the underdog here. Because while he has that animalistic instinct, he's facing off against two, dare I say it, more animalistic animals.
Interesting that Speech was sitting there letting Monkey and Charles get the first bash on each other, but Monkey immediately goes for Charles, and Charles counters Monkey, goes and just kicks them both
of them. That was impressive.
I have to say this for Mute saying that you feel Monkey might be the underdog. As intimidating as he is with the aura of his entrance and his debut match, Charles only has one win.
I hear you there, but you got to realize that Charles's 2 losses are against myself and who else did Charles lose against?
Charles lost to you?
Oh,
And
and
then-
you.
Wasn't it? Was me. You're right. Charles's only win.
Right, which I know Charles, like, to an insane degree, and so I remember helping train you for that match.
Right.
These competitors do not have that.
But as I have to say, it's interesting to look at because Charles beat Monkey in the second round of the World Championship tournament. In the first round, Monkey defeated Fish. But that being said, arguably, Fish has had the most success. Well, I shouldn't say that. They're both after losing to Monkey, Fish went on a 3-win streak before losing to me last week. Monkey, after beating Fish, lost to Charles, and then proceeded to beat Prisoner 114 and Victor. And beating Victor was an impressive victory.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Before losing to Kang, who is now in the finals for the Midwest title. So it's truly hard to say who the underdog is when, like, Charles beat Monkey and Monkey beat Fish. Fish has not fought Charles, so it's hard to know who would win in that exchange, but the other thing to look at with a lot of these matches is some of those matches were 5-6 weeks ago. As we've moved on to this tournament, our competitors have definitely grown a lot. Fish has a kendo stick. Fish has a kendo, and he tried to throw it at Charles, and Charles did not give a damn.
So that's what we're saying. Even with the least amount of wins here, Charles is honestly the leader, in my opinion, of the Manimals, and he's got to be the leader for a reason.
As somebody who has seen Charles in action, I have seen this man take on an...
From Charles, sorry to cut you off, but that discus big boot, I think I might see some blood creeping around the eyes of Fish.
So yeah, Charles, I have seen Charles take on an entire alien armada, like single-handedly with the help of a gangster, and that's it.
How much are we paying him for this?
He's doing this as a favor to me.
Why did we let you bring him?
His husband, who is an alien, asked me to bring him here.
What?
I'm just stunned by everything you've said to me, Wesley.
Yeah, I'll say it's pretty out of nowhere.
Monkey with a big knee. And Fish has that kendo stick again.
But he's smart there. He's waiting. Right?
And he eats another knee. Yes, all of our triple threat matches, there is no count out. There is no disqualifications. It is just first pinfall or submission. Fish has Monkey up, or Charles up. That discus forearm to the back of the neck.
Charles with that quick rollout to reset.
Ooh,
Fish honestly showing great tenacity here, reversing almost everything that's been thrown his way. And
Monkey's going for something. Oh, he's got a chair.
Got a steel chair.
Let's see if we see any success from him with the weapon. Not that one. Tamegoye. Monkey looks confused.
Fish with the tsunami to Charles. But Monkey breaks it up before the ref can even count one. Why do we still have the same referee employed? I thought we were getting rid of him.
Well, we were, but budget cuts. We gotta wait till the pay-per-view brings in the moolah.
Yeah, we were going to. I remember interviewing a new ref, but then seeing all the money on the credit card statement saying something about pyro. I had to cut it short.
We might need to find a ref. My God, the Death Valley water slide. But Monkey kips up. We might need to find a ref and convince them that they're gonna have to debut as an intern.
Charles is going
just to
for
save
Charles
some
goes
money.
for a kendo stick as well.
'Cause I don't know
but
about you,
Monkey.
Westy, but the thought of this referee calling what could still potentially be a championship match for me, but definitely a championship match for you. Do we really trust the integrity of this guy? We've seen him put his hands on competitors multiple times. As Charles almost punches him in the face.
He got in the way of Kay and I's match, if I remember correctly.
Big back kick from Fish.
Yeah, I remember you sliding him some money after that too.
I have to say, Fish has looked impressive in this match as he eats a boot from Charles.
And honestly, that's what I've been saying this whole time. Like,
Monkey with a hammer.
Charles with a big kick, and it takes a sledgehammer to the midsection from Monkey.
is that going to be enough?
These guys are not playing around. They want to be in this ladder match. They want to be tag champs. Monkey's got him above his head. The gorilla driver.
But Fish is stalking him. And that's an element here that's very important for all these competitors to keep in mind.
Jumping kick.
There's always another person in the ring they got to account for before they go
Monkey
for these pins and
catches
these
the
finishes.
chair.
Oh, double punch
Goes
from.
down with one forearm and goes for the cover on Monkey. Monkey able to kick out. Big pump kick to Monkey.
Oh, Charles with the counter. Ooh, with those powerful kicks. Oh, Charles is lining up for something.
The discus boot again. And Monkey breaks up the pin.
That was close, though. Very, very close.
Indeed.
I'm starting to think the intern might not have told these guys what happens that if you're the one that gets pinned, because you'd almost think Monkey would have just let Fish get pinned so that him and Charles would be in the tag match.
I don't think Monkey is all there.
Oh, I think I asked that missing intern to tell him.
Oh, son of a gun.
At the same time, he went to ask Charles what he is.
That was the thing that I'm
My
fairly
God.
certain I told
My
you
God.
not to ask that.
My God, ape shit!
That gonna, oh, Fish waiting for that.
This match has been incredible. Back and forth. Monkey's got Fish above his head now. Hoists him high, but Fish reverses into a roll-up. And Monkey able to kick out.
I honestly thought that might have been it.
And Charles going for something.
And Monkey delivers that vicious knee. And now attacking the leg of Charles, trying to get himself a lucky rabbit's foot. And a sledgehammer to the head and the knee.
Oh, Charles
And
dodges
the
and then
midsection
immediately
once
gets hit.
again. Monkey is just brutalizing Charles with that sledgehammer. We might need to stop this. And now he has one for Fish. And he's just attacking him. My God, the brutality.
Looks like he's trying to play whack-a-mole with the rest of the members of Manimals.
These guys are a team.
I'm telling them that.
Yeah.
And Fish, these vicious punches to the collarbone, the chin, as Charles Javelin throws a sledgehammer in the back of Fish's head.
Trying to slay the beast right there, but Monkey will not stay down.
This is truly anyone's match. It's entertaining to watch, and they're putting on just an absolutely amazing match. Charles is lining up in the corner. What's he going for? That big spear! That's gotta be it for Fish.
Oh, Monkey is getting back up to his feet, though.
And Monkey breaks it up.
Man, this might actually be a 5-star match.
Monkey, what a kick, takes down Fish. The Fish kips up and eats a sledgehammer to the spine.
Man, Monkey and that sledgehammer.
Fish smartly rolling out of the ring. Monkey going for the cover on Charles.
Well, of course he loves his
brutalized
sledgehammer.
this match. And that's it. Monkey gets the pin. So, ladies and gentlemen, our third confirmed team for the Fatal 4-Way Ladder match to crown our inaugural tag team champions is Monkey and Fish of the Manimals.
Stop it! Oh, God.
We don't have the money to keep replacing these.
I gotta get more pyro.
What?
No, you don't.
The following contest is a tag team match. Making their way to the ring first, weighing in at a combined weight of 422 pounds, Antoine Hernandez and Silver Wolf, The Order.
Matching colors again.
Yeah, we see Silver Wolf coming out in the green, showing their unity. These guys looking to gain some momentum going into that Fatal 4-Way Ladder match. The Order, you know they want to win. They want to win the tag gold. And Omar, well, Omar has a main event tonight against me, and if he's able to defeat me, then he has a shot at the Midwest Championship at the Battle for Tucson.
Hey, then maybe if you're not doing anything, maybe you and I look for some tag team gold.
It's always possible. You have a no DQ with Prisoner 114 to look forward to in the future, too.
Yeah, but that tax evasion pile of crap kind of won't do much. Unless he brings a gun. Please don't let him bring a gun.
And their opponents, weighing in at a combined weight of 449 pounds, Andre and Oliver Quinn, Chaos! This is our first time getting to truthfully see Andre and Oliver Quinn in a 2v2 tag match. We got to see them work together last week in a 6-man tag match, teaming with Big Shane Barker against the Job Squad trio of Sky, Jeffrey, and Stubbs. And Chaos did come away with the win, and we did get to see some of the teamwork and cohesion between these two, including their impressive finisher they call the Revelation. I'm excited to see them in just a standard tag team match. Again, also looking to gain momentum going into the tag title match at Battle for Tucson.
Honestly, I feel like this match could be anyone's game here. Two very, very solid teams.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
As Antoine and Silverwolf have gelled together very well in such a short amount of time. You know, Antoine typically teaming with his brother Omar, but due to Omar's success, Antoine has been teaming with Silverwolf. They kind of came together as we were preparing for the tournament, as we were bringing in the talent to the West Zone Wrestling Federation. Silverwolf kind of by himself and just resonated with Antoine and Omar. And, well, as the kids say, the rest is history.
Mm-hmm.
So here we've got, I do believe it is Oliver Quinn in the ring with Antoine Hernandez. Eats a German suplex.
So I gotta I know this is a bit off topic, but there's something I got to bring up. Tay, do you know something about Prisoner 114 that we don't? Because we were not told what he's in jail for.
Oh, when I went over to go pick him up the last time for his match, because we fired the intern who was supposed to do that, I managed to, get some more than one time with the warden, and he had some papers on his desk. I was kind of peeking over a little bit. I'm assuming he was a tax evasion guy, because the other ones were a lot worse.
Okay, so there is a chance that he does have something far worse to him.
Until our match is over, I want to believe it's tax evasion.
That's fair. I completely understand that.
And see, now we're seeing some of that teamwork from the Quinn brothers as Oliver throwing Andre through the air for that shoulder tackle. But Antoine able to fight back out of it. Antoine definitely should be looking to make a tag to Silverwolf as he gets Andre into his corner. Oh, and he's going to do just that. Ducks under. Silverwolf with the drop kick. Both these teams working so well together. You know, in most of the tag matches we've seen thus far, we've seen a lot of dissension, mostly from the Job Squad, but these two teams, they're meant to be teaming together. They're meant to be in that tag title match.
Yeah, I would say that that's definitely a difference between people thrown together and a genuine team, which, honestly, looking at it, I don't know how much longer I would say that the Job Squad's going to be together.
It's hard to say.
I mean, remember, Boone is a win away from being the inaugural world champion. And we know for a fact that 2 members of the Job Squad will be in the tag team ladder match. And it is possible for them to still come away as champions. Even through the dissension, there's a possibility the Job Squad leaves Battle for Tucson with the tag team titles and the World Heavyweight Championship.
I believe in our unpredictable T-Rex, though.
Oh, so do I. I told you guys last week before your match that whoever won was my pick to be the inaugural world champion. But you can't count Boone out.
Yes, indeed. He's definitely been the most surprising competitor of this competition so far.
Would you say you've got some nerves going into that match?
I've got a few nerves, but, I think that if I can restudy those matches, maybe I'll notice like a chink in the armor of Boone.
And after fighting with you last week, all I can say is after you paid off that ref, you were a very, very solid competitor, and I have no doubt that you're going to be able to beat Boone.
Wait, you think I paid off the ref?
Wait,
well, no, I said you were a good. I said you were a good teammate or a good opponent. You do very well.
Did you mean a kink in the armor?
If I didn't say that, then yes.
Okay, just making sure.
No, I probably said chink in the armor.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, Antoine was
like
a big Insaguri.
Which is like a weak spot, basically.
Do you think you'd be afraid of some shampoo? Maybe some conditioner?
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm talking about Boone.
He might be.
But let's definitely not look past this match, though. This match has been very back and forth so far.
I have to say probably through the beginning of this match that Chaos has definitely seemed in control, but yes, the Order has got some offense. Until then, Andre with that taste of pain. But Silverwolf able to make the save.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Both of these teams are gonna be in the.
Yes, these two teams, as is for sure, are in the ladder match. Hence this match, trying to gain some important momentum. With Charles getting pinned in the previous match in that triple threat, we now know the third team is Monkey and Fish. We will have another triple threat match after this match between Stubbs, Jeffrey, and Sky of the Job Squad. And just like with the Manimals, whoever is pinned in that match will not be in the tag championship match.
Okay.
Andre getting back into the ring. Antoine makes the tag, and here comes Silverwolf, and immediately eats a punch. And Antoine just back in control. I mean, Andre, my apologies.
Chaos is very rough, brutal style. It's definitely something that the Order has been struggling to overcome.
Yes, just that beat down style, just putting such a toll and taking so much out of the stamina and just the physical well-being of the Order. It really hinders their high-flying abilities. But we'll see how these two styles fare in a ladder match, as well as when two other teams are added to the mix. An unpredictable team like Monkey and Fish.
Oh, yeah.
We've been giving them some grief, but honestly, I wouldn't say we could even count the Job Squad out either.
Oh, we definitely can't. Like, with not knowing who's in it yet, but what if, what if it's Stubbs? What if you put a 600-pound man in a match to just whip a ladder around? We've seen the unbelievable agility of Jeffrey for a man of his age. Does that agility also apply to a ladder?
And of course,
what about Sky? We haven't seen Sky have any success yet in the West Zone Wrestling Federation. But, everybody's always just looking for that first signature win of your career. You don't, remember, you don't start a win streak until the first win.
And who knows, maybe that ladder match is just the right environment for him.
What better of a first win than to become a tag team champion?
But then a lot of that he's gonna have to focus on is, continuing that streak. Because if he doesn't keep his foot on the pedal, he could very well lose all the momentum, and who knows when we'll see it again. Silverwolf again with the
comes in
save.
breaking up that pin, yes. Yeah, half and half suplex though, dropping Silverwolf on his head.
And you gotta imagine that while the Order has just been getting ruthlessly beaten down, Chaos has been surprisingly staying fresh.
Hit Silverwolf with the wing clipper. Silverwolf might be out of this match, as Oliver just continues to beat him down.
Seems a bit unnecessary, but
he's not even the legal man in the match, and this referee's not counting.
But that's the biggest thing we've got to see here is more than just a win. This is sending a message to the other two teams that are going to be in that ladder match.
Antoine takes Andre off the apron. Silverwolf is back in the fight. Antoine diving over the rope.
Imagine what that took out of him to be able to do that.
Just like that, the Order is back in control. Goes for that standing shooting star, but Oliver gets the knees up. You saw Oliver kind of come up clutching that knee.
Let's see, is that going to be what they need? Silverwolf for that quick hit.
But Oliver with a big clothesline.
Antoine just too slow to get in, but he's back to his feet.
Antoine attacking that leg. We saw him grab that knee after he countered that shooting star. Now Oliver dodges that enziguri. These teams are just looking for that first big move. Both teams have looked great in this match, but Chaos has really controlled the momentum for the majority of this match. But just keep in mind, for as good as they've been, Andre makes a tag. Wait, they're setting up for it. The Revelation! Oliver goes for the cover.
Is
Antoine able to kick out at 2. And as I was
Silverwolf.
saying, we've seen Antoine and Silverwolf be such a good team, hence them being added to the match. But they are relatively new as a team, just meeting when we started the West Zone Wrestling Federation. These guys have only teamed together on 1 or 2 other occasions. So, as much as they've had success and they've looked impressive, they haven't had the longevity. Whereas the Quinn brothers of Chaos, they're brothers. They've known each other their whole lives. Oliver attacking the arm of Silverwolf. Silverwolf kips up almost into a little drop kick. Now Oliver tagging Andre. Oh, they're going for it again. Now the revelation to Silverwolf. Hooks the leg. But Antoine immediately in to make the save. The referee can't even get to 1.
Andre pumping up the crowd.
I say they made the save, but what do these guys have left?
Silverwolf with a big combo of strikes, following up with that clothesline. He's going for a pin on Andre. Andre kicks out before the ref can even hit 1. Andre very fresh in this match.
Definitely way too early to be thinking about that.
But Silverwolf hitting him with that suplex neckbreaker.
Oh.
And Andre able to kick out. Oliver did come in to make the save, but it wasn't needed. And a big back kick.
It almost looked like Oliver hit Andre on accident.
And if you listen to the roar of the crowd chanting tag team wrestling.
That is definitely what this is.
Our tag division is something we look forward to as we were forming this. Beautiful stomp in the corner. Such impressive offense from the Quinn brothers. Silverwolf kicks out at 2. Antoine with just pure faith in his partner.
He's reaching out.
Remember, win or lose, both these teams will be in that ladder match. This is purely for momentum. Who's going to be the favorite going into that ladder match?
It's got to make you wonder, honestly, even if the Order happens to sneak out a win, just the sheer dominance here from Chaos. I would be unnerved if I was one of the other 2 teams in that match.
I mean, these 2 teams are like the true teams of this match. I mean, we're literally determining the participants from the other 2 factions by making them fight in triple threat matches. And you gotta wonder, like, what's that gonna do for their chemistry and cohesion going into the tag match?
Honestly, I would
the
say...
referee goes down hard. Big Pele kick from Silverwolf.
Oh, brothers in battle, honestly. I feel like through that, the violence and, pushing each other to their limits, I would say they even come away even closer.
Silverwolf just discarding Andre outside of the ring.
It's got to make you wonder.
Silverwolf tags Antoine. Antoine didn't look like he was really expecting, but goes straight after Andre, taking him off the apron. Silverwolf, what a brain buster to Oliver, and a huge elbow to Andre. The Order making all the right decisions right now, taking out both members of Chaos.
And that was very smart on Silverwolf's part.
Silverwolf
That way he
with
could,
a big gut buster.
that way he could fight outside the ring without having to worry about the count out. Until Antoine jumped out.
But Antoine throwing Andre into them steps. Andre looks hurt. Antoine not sure what he went for, but suffers a huge crash to the outside of the ring. As Oliver now attacking Silverwolf. That big back suplex on the apron.
As it makes you wonder, these guys are gonna have to pay for that mistake.
And Antoine attacking
just...
Andre again. Single leg drop kick. This match truly could be anyone's yet. Antoine, nice neck breaker, but definitely showing some pain on the back. You got to imagine that dive over the top rope might have caused some damage. None of these guys can afford to suffer an injury going into the Battle for Tucson. Antoine heads to the top, and that gives Oliver time to make the tag to Andre, who comes in hot with a backstabber. And he goes right after Silverwolf. These guys have spent a lot of time attacking the men not legal in this match.
I wonder if that's part of their strategy. And Antoine's just allowing this attack on Silverwolf there.
What makes you wonder, you know, he's got to freshen up. He's got to take whatever time he can, because these guys have taken a beating.
Taking that breather and using it to immediately come in with some offense on Andre with a released German. He's going for a cover. And Andre kicks out at 2, but definitely looking a little worse for wear so far. Antoine, big kick to the midsection.
Well, you gotta wonder if the Order can pull it off. This would be the comeback of the century right now. Ooh.
Antoine with that shining wizard. He tags in Silverwolf. An interesting tag. I'm not sure why he wouldn't just capitalize on that momentum. The needy T. And Oliver breaks up the pin. Silverwolf gets his hands on him and throws him out of the ring over that top rope. Oliver with a rough landing.
Well, Anton Hernandez attacking.
And Andre gets a reversal, throws him into the apron, and a huge clothesline. But a suicide dive from Silverwolf catches Andre in the back. A blindside attack like that, the damage it's got to do to a competitor. Silverwolf clearly with the upper hand. He's looking for that brainbuster again, but Andre gets out and then a chop block. What impressive action from all of these guys. Another bona fide 5-star match. Andre to the top rope. Big diving axe handle. He goes for the cover.
Very slow, very dazed.
And that's it. Chaos is victorious, and they get some important momentum going into the tag team title match at Battle for Tucson. Congratulations to the Quinn brothers.
You gotta wonder what condition the Order is gonna be in next time when they fight.
You gotta wonder the condition of Chaos too. These guys. The following contest is a triple threat match to determine the participants for the Tag Team Championship match. Making his way to the ring first, from Iowa, weighing 110 pounds, Sky. I'm not sure what Sky is wearing.
Does he think that he's a superhero now?
Hey. I talked to Sky before the show, and I looked him dead in the eyes, and I asked him, Sky, what in God's name are you wearing? And he told me, and I quote, I call this my super suit, and the only reason he's wearing it tonight is to differentiate himself from the Job Squad, because he needs to focus on getting that first win, so he has a shot at winning gold.
So let me get this straight. He's trying to differentiate himself while also trying to earn a place on the Job Squad. Sounds like
correct.
Sky.
The next contestant from Boca Raton, Florida, weighing 195 pounds, Jeffrey.
Oh, with those impressive leaps.
That impressive trampoline gymnastics from Jeffrey. Such a spry man for his age.
He looks ready.
The final contestant from Kentucky, weighing 600 pounds, Stubbs. Here we got Stubbs coming to the ring. Stubbs, as we talked about in that 6-man tag last week, not a fan of singles competition. He is here to be in a team. He wants to team with Boone, but he has said he doesn't care if it's Sky. He doesn't care if it's Jeffrey. He just wants to be in a tag team. But is he willing to do what needs to be done tonight to earn himself a tag team championship opportunity?
You gotta wonder if the mindset of wanting to team with these guys, you know, with his friends, if that's going to slow him down or hinder him in any way, because he doesn't want to have to put hands on them.
You have to imagine that somebody the size of Stubbs, what a terrifying opponent they would be in a 8-man ladder match, essentially, that fatal 4-way tag team ladder match. Just somebody of his size, the damage they could do with a ladder. And on top of that, just, you know, he's not an immediate threat to climb the ladder. Stubbs and Scott go right after one another. These are 2 of the only 3 guys left in the West Zone Wrestling Federation to not have a win.
And you gotta wonder with
114.
You gotta wonder with the attire change, is Sky looking to emulate you, Seth, when you came out with a very expensive headpiece in that pyro? You had that change and it's brought you success. Maybe Sky's looking to do the same.
That could be what he's going for. And, you know, I hope it works out for him. No matter what the dissension between us and Sky, we've known Sky for years, and I'd like to see him at least get that first win, you know, earn his way to the Battle for Tucson and be able to have a shot at gold.
My goodness, we have known Sky for years.
Big drop kick from Jeffrey. And that running knee lift.
And very smart on Sky's part. Bring a weapon. He has that size
Sky
difference.
just cracked Jeffrey over the skull with that chair. But Jeffrey barely looks phased. And I'm not surprised, because Jeffrey is a man. Jeffrey wants to be in that ladder match. I talked to him about it backstage. I said, like, what is your motivation going into this? And he said that, and I quote, "It's been years since I've been in a war. I'm ready for another one."
Should we let this man? Yeah, should we let this man be in that match?
Listen, I'm not sure whether we should, but I kind of want it to happen. Stubbs throws a chair at Jeffrey.
What war was Jeffrey in?
Well, you see, Jeffrey was born, from talking to him I learned, Jeffrey was born in 1943.
Wow.
He is 81 years old. He doesn't look a day over 60.
No, not at all. So that would mean that he was in the Vietnam War?
I'm not sure. He didn't specify.
Because he'd be too young for both the Korean War and the World War II.
But he's been a fighter his whole life. I wouldn't be surprised if he found a way to sneak on to the Korean War. The World War II would have been significantly harder for him.
Indeed.
But think about how impressive it would have been if it was World War II. Do you imagine a baby Jeffrey out there?
I don't want to.
I didn't want to, but now I am.
You will be hearing from my therapist.
The fact that he's still here, terrifying. And you guys, I learned something else interesting about the Job Squad. You guys might not believe this, but I learned how old Stubbs is.
How old is Stubbs?
Stubbs is 19.
What?
No, not how many eggs he eats in the morning. How old is he?
Stubbs is 19 years old.
How many years ago?
How many years ago was he 19?
Yeah, because just looking at this specimen, he is at least 20.
He does not turn 20 until January.
I feel like that's more terrifying than Jeffrey being in a war.
Indeed.
It's crazy when you look at these guys to think that Sky is the second oldest member of the Job Squad.
How old is Boone?
I didn't want to tell you this until after your match. That Superman punch from out of nowhere rocks Stubbs, but he's able to kick out at one. Listen, I didn't want to tell you this until after your match. But Stubbs is only 2 years older, or sorry, Boone is only 2 years older than Stubbs. Boone's just 21.
Okay then.
The dirty pin. All that weight pushing down on Sky.
Somehow Sky able to kick out.
You gotta imagine the win or him losing all his
Stubbs
matches.
just threw Jeffrey out of the ring. That is an elderly man crashing 15 feet to the cement, and the only thing between him is that cheap padding on that Taiwanese concrete.
Jeffrey stealing.
Finds Stubbs' bat and just beats Sky with it. The Sky is resilient. He's back to his feet. Stubbs has Jeffrey up. That big power bomb.
I did tell Sky though if he lost he had to pay for the damages to the Taiwanese concrete. So I wonder if that helps.
That running kick. Jeffrey's hurt. Stubbs, I think, was going for that bear hug, but Sky able to get him with that pointy elbow. Look at Stubbs just pressing Sky above his head. That had to have been an 8-foot drop straight to the chest for Sky. There's no padding in his chest. He is a little rib.
But he's got such little weight, though. He'd probably float down.
Referee has interfered once again.
I feel like though someone was thrown into him, so we can give him a pass.
Oh, what's Stubbs doing?
Stubbs has the steps.
Oh no.
Is he stealing our steps?
My God, Jeffrey taking Sky to the corner. He's heading to the top rope. You know what he's going for. He's looking for old school. Stubbs not letting Jeffrey pin Sky.
No, he wants that win.
Stubbs is looking angry. He's got him up. What a throw!
Right onto the steps too.
Jeffrey able to kick out as Sky drop kicks Stubbs. Sky with that afterglow combo, but Jeffrey ducks the big kick. Wait, Sky and Stubbs? With a little teamwork here, taking Jeffrey down. You almost want to see these guys in the team. They're working together.
And then Sky immediately betrays Jeffrey.
Well, this is still a triple threat. And Sky and Stubbs are both looking for that first win as Sky hits that springboard Pele kick.
And you'd have to imagine what would it mean
Sky
for their
going
teammates.
for that afterglow combo again, and he lands the big kick on Stubbs. That might be it.
I'll say Jeffrey stirring.
But Jeffrey able to break it up.
Jeffrey with the big hit on Sky.
This match has been another absolute classic thus far. Not quite yet living up to those last two, but a fantastic match nonetheless. A Sky gets just cracked in the back of the head with that chair.
Yeah,
and Stubbs
Jeffrey
just
returning the
pushes
favor.
Jeffrey to the ground.
Because while they are fighting, you gotta imagine Stubbs doesn't really want to see his friends just completely brutalized.
You know, Stubbs has talked about, like, we know the relationship between Stubbs and Boone prior to the West Zone Wrestling Federation. And even though they've only been allied for, you know, the better part of getting close to 2 months now, Stubbs has openly said in interviews that this is his family. He cares about all these guys, and so you gotta feel This match has got to be hard on him, but it really looks like he's been letting the anger take over him. My God, the middle rope splash. He might have killed Sky.
Makes you wonder, would it be?
We might need to get the medics out here. Jeffrey covers Stubbs. And Stubbs able to kick out. Sky hasn't moved. I'm not sure if he's breathing. And he's moving.
Oh, we should.
Thank God.
Okay.
Oh God.
Look.
And Stubbs still on his feet. Jeffrey hits that DDT. Sky, that springboard Pele kick again takes Jeffrey down. And a kick. We've seen Sky utilize a lot of kicks lately. Now a couple elbow shots with them bony elbows right to the temple. All three men outside the ring. What's Sky looking for? He's got a kendo stick.
For the kendo stick.
And he cracks Jeffrey. And Stubbs has him up. What a dominator. He might have broke Sky in half. Throwing him into the ring. Now Stubbs attacking Jeffrey. These guys battling it out. Sky having a chance to take a breath. Jeffrey with a big STO. And a kendo stick shot to the head. And a suicide dive from Sky. Stubbs' head might have bounced off the announce table.
Now, that's a pretty solid table.
He sure can throw it to the forehead.
Keep it together. We're professionals. Sky kicks out at 2.
I bet Jeffrey $10 he wouldn't do it.
Sky ducked under that pump kick from Jeffrey. But Jeffrey looks like he's got the arm control. He's looking for old school again.
Oh,
but that's the thing. Stubbs is right there waiting.
And he let it, and it connected. He tries to go for the pin, but you know Stubbs is going to break it up. I'm not sure what Jeffrey was thinking.
Maybe
Stubbs has Jeffrey up, and that big power bomb yet again.
That's it. Sky stirring. One of the most difficult parts about multi-man matches.
Sky has Stubbs' baseball bat. Misses.
Big man's got moves.
And a chop block. And Jeffrey has another kendo stick.
I'll say he's looking for another $10.
How many of those things are the interns putting under the ring?
I don't know.
I swear I told them 2 of each.
Somebody.
He was looking at the paper upside down.
Sky is headbutting Jeffrey's hand.
But that's effective. You got to weaken it up. We've seen what that punch can do from Jeffrey.
Oh God, Stubbs has the bat. Oh my God, Jeffrey. 2 straight shots. There's blood coming from Jeffrey's head. A 3rd shot. He's got to be out. But he's on his feet. Jeffrey, he tastes the blood and he's fired up.
He's flashing back to whichever war he was in.
He's got the kendo stick. Sky able to make him drop it. And another Pele kick. God, which of these guys do you want to see team together? Who do you guys want to see in the match? Because so far, after that team move earlier, I'm rooting for Sky and Stubbs.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a cool move. Oh, what's Jeffrey doing? Nope.
We've seen Jeffrey do this before. He's looking for that super poison Rana, and he's going for getting them vicious elbows. Steps
what is
over.
Stubbs doing?
And he's got it.
Stubbs was scouting after. It looked like he threw the bat in anger.
Stubbs again. Big power bomb to Jeffrey. And he goes for the cover. Jeffrey kicks out. Guys, I think it's safe to say that this is another 5-star quality match.
Mm-hmm. And that was very smart on Stubbs. Wait till Sky is taken out.
That means that we've had 3 5-star matches tonight.
In a row. This is the Stubbs going for the cover. And that's it. Sky gets pinned.
Jeffrey's so close to break it up.
Such a impressive showing from Sky, honestly. You hate to see him take it, but Stubbs gets that first win, and him and Jeffrey move on to the Battle for Tucson. The following contest is your main event of the evening and is a semifinals match in the West Zone Wrestling Federation Midwest Championship bracket. Making his way to the ring first from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 225 pounds, Omar Hernandez.
See, Omar here is looking fired up and ready as ever.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to bring his signature rage to this match. I know that he's looking to continue on, get that Midwest champion title.
And honestly, you got to imagine watching his brothers in arms in the order lose early on the night. You got to imagine that's going to fire him up even more.
Oh yeah, I would definitely imagine so.
Make him want to kind of redeem the loss that they had.
Mm-hmm.
And his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 280 pounds, Winslow, Seth Allen.
Yeah, I've been wondering this a lot, but do you think that Seth can actually see out of that thing?
You know, it's never crossed my mind, but now that you bring it up, I really doubt that he can.
Yeah, because I mean, especially with the ball cap, it feels like his eyes don't quite line up with where it is.
Right, 100%.
I mean, very impressive he's able to get to where he is, but
yeah, indeed.
Here, Winslow's going to face one of his. What was that?
I'm not mad about the pyrotechnics anymore. I'm just accepting the fact that I'm not going to be able to eat for the next month.
I'd say, see, I'm still mad because I want to eat more than ramen noodles and bread.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I say, you got to imagine Winslow's going to have to be fired up after. I've seen him all week long watching the tapes of Omar's matches over and over and over again, bringing his signature technical knowledge. Honestly, I'll be interested to see if he's able to pay off against the rage and power of Omar.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Seth is one of the most technical fighters that we have in this in this franchise.
But I will say it. I would say a wrestler very similar to Omar is Kang, and we did see how that went for Seth.
Mm-hmm. In fact, let's go over the history of these two wrestlers real quick. Omar has had matches against Kang, who defeated Seth, and he defeated Kang, and he also had matches against the other members of the Order, all of which he was able to defeat. He did lose against Boone, but quite frankly, everybody's been losing against Boone, so...
And, I mean, best of luck to you next week.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I hope that I'm able to end this mistake that's been occurring.
I would say Seth with the quick offense there, but Omar trying to turn it around. Ooh. Seth got back to his feet, and Omar made him punish for him.
Yes, indeed. And now Seth's history. Seth, of course, lost his first match against Kang, but ever since then, he's been on a winning streak where he beat Oliver, he beat Angelo Spagooter, he's defeated Charles, he defeated Fish, and now he's up against Omar. And in fact, these two competitors are almost opposites in a way, in which that Omar won every single one of his matches and lost his most recent one, whereas Seth lost his first match and then has been winning ever since.
And you gotta imagine that's gonna have to affect their mindset here.
Right.
Seth went in knowing he had to prove something and has been proving it ever since. But now Omar, after getting so far, was knocked out. And now he's got to prove himself here.
Indeed.
Especially to his faction mates. Let's say Omar, very surprising, going for it seemed like technical offense here.
Now I might be blind. Is that a completely different ref?
It can't be. We can't afford one.
No, I mean it can't be. But I'm fairly certain the other one was. On top of the fact the other one was Asian, the other one was like male.
I feel like he
seems
can't
female.
say that. Honestly, I feel like he can't say that.
What? Okay.
Oh, brutal pile driver.
Well, I can't say that he's Asian, or
I see Omar dragging him to the center of the ring, looking for the pin.
no? That is very clearly a different ref.
I don't know what you're saying here.
I mean, this ref actually called a rope break. I think it might be a completely different ref.
Goes in tight. Oh, Omar looking for the figure four. I see, but a quick release. Is he looking to? Almost seems like Omar's looking to use Winslow's tactical knowledge against him.
Indeed.
Oh, vicious punches, but Seth's had enough. See, Winslow's over here coming alive right now. Oh, but Omar turning it around again. Oh! Brutal spike DDT.
Now he's going after that arm.
Vicious face stomps. As I said before, I'll say it again. Omar has just been a brutal competitor.
Indeed. Oh, that could be it. Seth looks like he's knocked out cold, and Omar's going for another hit.
Ooh. It's going to be it. And Omar in very devastating fashion
Eliminates Seth from the tournament.
I'll say you hate to see it, but congratulations to Omar and to everyone else that competed tonight.